welcome to HUXTA HANGS.
It's your boys, the Stiffys.
It's us, your boys.
It's your boys, the Stiffys show.
We're your hosts,
The Stiffys show.
Stiffys show.
We're here at Huxta Burger. Huxta Burger. The Stiffys. Sample size. Huxta Burger. Sample size. The Stiffys. You boys.
I've just released your most recent EP.
Yes.
It's called
We Are Groovy Boys.
It's about how we're a couple of groovy boys.
Basically, I would say it's about us and how we're a couple of groovy boys.
And I would probably say that it's about us and how we're just a couple of groovy boys.
It's like about ladies and it's us being groovy boys.
How groovy is that?
Very,
Very?
very groovy. Skinny.
I'd say a million. A million.
You just finished touring this country, correct?
We've basically been on tour for the last 12 months. It is the only thing that keeps us on track and not in trouble, our manager says.
Our manager likes to keep us busy and away from trouble.
Last time we were not on tour, we filmed and recorded exercise videos and sold them on the internet. And it didn't go so well.
It did not go very well. That will happen. That will happen.
That will happen.
That will happen.
That will happen.
Why did they not go well? I thought they were fantastic.
We recorded them on VHS and that was not very financially viable. So, I mean, we make our art, but our manager does the business, and she said that you can no longer sell VHS tapes because you are hemorrhaging money.
But that will happen. That will happen.
Betamax? Or
That is a good point.
Maybe that's the next stage. Betamax.
Are you available to join our management team, Skinny Longles?
definitely consult. I do know a bit about Betamax.
Good. It was either that or fax machine. We're not a couple of tech boys. That's the thing. We're musicians. We don't know technology.
We know a little bit about
Not
technology.
all that groovy.
Dow Jones, fax machines. Dow Jones, fax machines. Nintendo,
Nintendo 64.
Mega Drives, fax machines.
Super Mario Brothers.
So just back onto the tour and not getting in trouble. Were there any good standout moments from the tour?
There was a lot of standout moments, not a lot of memories.
We stood up for most of the tour when we were on the stage.
Yeah.
So most of them were stand-up moments. Most of the moments were stand-up moments.
We had an incident 2 nights ago in Byron Bay where we did not technically clear it with the venue about our practice of getting people to boogie board on each other's heads. And security almost punched us for that one, and we lost our boogie board.
Security weren't very happy about that.
We had people drinking from their own shoes in Brisbane a little while ago. They called that a shoeies. You get your drink and you put it in your shoe. You just pour it in there and you go shoey, 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 shoey.
And that's how you do it.
So are you bringing that back to Melbourne as part of the Stiffys show?
We're bringing it back.
We're basically bringing it back.
Good. So what inspires your music? And backslash, what makes a great rock and roll song?
Good questions. I reckon just straight up. Just have very good questions today. Very good questions. Very good questions. Really good questions today. Really good questions. Everybody's doing 41 questions. 42. Yeah. I suppose probably the thing that inspires our music the most is drinks.
You gotta have a couple of drinks. One, two. You gotta have a bass guitar.
3.
You gotta have a drum kit.
Or just a lot of bass guitar.
You gotta have a drum kit though. And then 7, you write the song.
8,
And you're done.
8, you're done.
And I was going to say how do you choose your topics, but I'm guessing that it's just going to be drinks.
Drinks, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, drinks play a big part of it.
80 or
I think that the
290%.
Stiffys is then.
Yeah, I'd say drinks, being cool guys, ladies, being cool guys,
And probably drinks as well.
probably drinks as well.
Is there any, can we get another couple of drinks?
Yeah, I reckon we can, that's probably going to take care of it.
Some of us have a little bit of a wet left foot at the moment right now. Thanks to the shoey, 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 shoey. So it's not just about music and sample size, everybody. It's about culture.
All about the whole package.
We're about the whole package. Sample size, Huxta Burger, the Stiffys.
Speaking of the Stiffys and also packages, have you ever had inappropriate Stiffy?
The Stiffy Show!
coming to you live.
Yeah, you know what? I suppose the thing about being such a group of boys is sometimes you get hassled by ladies. Ladies tip number 1. If ladies are hassling you, trying to get you to kiss them and cuddle them, hide in the boys' toilet. They're not allowed in there. They're not allowed in there, so that's a safe space. Cheers, 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 cheers. Thanks, Huxta Burger, for these sweet, sweet beverages.
I have 2 statements about your band, and I'd like you to say which one is more true.
Correct.
Hold on a sec.
True.
Also,
I'm gonna say true. Not correct. I messed that up.
That's all right. That's all right. We can fix that later.
We'll edit that out.
We'll edit that one out.
Edit that one out, please,
Edit that one out.
everybody. Take 9.
The Stiffys are
Correct.
an entity in Australia's musical landscape that deft lyricism and navigation of recurring themes, coupled with a refined stylistic sensibility,
Correct.
sees the present as descendants of storytellers like Cohen, Dylan, and Cave, which is from Poncho TV, or the Age Review simply said cheeky punks. Which of those 2 would you say reflects the band more truly?
Probably the long fancy boy one. I would say
So you're both fancy boys as well.
basically a couple of fancy boys.
Fancy boys.
Couple fancy
If
boys.
I had to describe us in one word, I would basically say fancy boys.
I would probably, if it was up to me to describe us in one word, it would probably be a couple of fancy boys.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but also I don't agree with you.
Right.
I would say like I hear what you're saying, but I'll basically describe us in one word. I'll probably say fancy boys.
Look, I appreciate what you're saying. I do. I really do. But I really think that if I was to describe our band in one word, it would be a couple of fancy boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I saw on your Facebook, Adam, you would like to quash the rumor that you were the new drummer for Slipknot?
I would like everybody watching Semple sides right now.
Huxta Burger.
Know that, yes, while I did try out for Slipknot drummer, I am not actually the new Slipknot drummer. I know it's been getting thrown around a lot, but
To be fair, we don't know that yet. Like, we don't know how often Slipknot check their voicemails. Like, we left them a lot of voicemails.
we haven't got an answer back.
What did you say, boogie board?
I know this because I will be the one that counted it out for our liner notes in our new EP group. We are Groovy Boys. 125 boogies.
And 125 Gordons.
We wrote every single one.
Wouldn't there be more boogies than boys?
Oh, you're
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's the thing about journalists, they get to the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call them the fourth estate. You know what I'm saying? They hold us accountable and I respect it.
Sometimes the Stiffys do lie.
This is second best water sport ever.
Good question. Very good. Very good question. Very good question. And very good question. 21 question. Very good question. Very good question. Very good question.
I would say probably
We have our work cut out for us today, am I right?
we're being asked the hard questions today.
Nothing is going through to the keeper, everybody. What was the question, sorry?
What is the second best water sport ever?
Great question.
Great question.
Because the first is obviously
Basketball.
right. So what would be the second best?
Second best, probably having a nice time.
Yeah. I would say basically the youth are our future.
If it came out tomorrow that you couldn't be called the Stiffys anymore, what would you be called?
The Groovy Boys.
Yeah, the Groovy Boys.
Our management was advocating very heavily. They said that our name is going to limit our career options and there was not mainstream accessible.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to change our name to the Groovy Boys and then we're like, no,
We're the Stiffys.
yeah, so, and then
Damn right.
we realized that the Stiffys is probably the most mainstream commercially viable thing we could do to make us hip with kids.
What's next for the Stiffys?
Well, not much!
We don't have anything.
No shows, that's for sure!
Oh, except for
JKS, everybody!
We
The
did it.
show, the show!
music business.
It's a music business joke! It's a music business joke!
We're playing at the retreat on the 29th of August.
Friday the 29th of August at the retreat with our really good friend Sheriff. Friday the 29th of August at the retreat with our really good friend Sheriff. And also Friday the 5th of September at the Prince of Wales with our really good friends Darts. It's gonna be so great, everybody! Huxta Burger, sample size. 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 I want champagne inside of me. 'Cause when you pop that bottle, I have a really, really nice. Now do the sexy dance. 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 Now do the sexy dance.